Hello, and thank you so much for being on today. My name is Celia, and this is the beautiful Kylie. And we just wanted to jump on today and have a little chat about how Kylie got started in the online space, I suppose. And welcome, Kylie.
Thank you for having me.
No worries, my pleasure. So, yeah, just wanted to ask you a couple of questions today. It will only go for about 15 minutes. And yeah, just talking into, who, what, where, when. And yeah, so the first question I have today is what fears or doubts did you have before you got started, and what made you take the first step anyway?
Well, I would say I had a lot of fears and doubts actually, because one of my biggest fears, I think, at the time, because I had always wanted to work from home. Like I always wanted to be home. I'm a horsey girl like you. Always wanted to work from home, but never really found a way, right? But I tried other things. So at the time, I was working a 9 to 5. But I was also running a free range pig farm at home. I tried Tupperware. I tried a couple of other party plan. I'd had a horse stud years before. Like I tried a lot of things that I had hoped, even including the free range pig farm, that I had hoped would one day either allow me or my husband to just give up our full-time jobs.
Yeah.
And none of them had worked. None had worked. They all took more of my time away, and most of them financially they didn't make sense at all.
Mm.
So I tried so many things, and whether not that I wasn't good at most of them, but they just didn't work. They didn't create what it was I wanted. I wanted time freedom, and I wanted to be at home and have time at home.
Yeah.
And I wanted some income too. You need the income to be able to leave the job. So I felt like a failure. I felt like I had failed. Even though I'd been good at most of them, I felt like I'd failed because I
Yeah.
didn't actually achieve what I wanted to achieve, right? So I also knew nothing about the online space at all. Like I was barely posting on even on my personal Facebook page. I was more like a face stalker. I just watched what everyone else did and occasionally commented. And, I might have put a picture of me and my horse up occasionally. That was me. So definitely a bit worried about if I could do this.
Yeah.
Didn't know much about the business at all. So there was a lot of doubts in myself. And yeah, so that was huge. And yeah, I just had no clue what I was getting myself into to start with. But I was just so desperate for change
Mm.
that I was willing to try something else again. Like, I guess I didn't realize my whole life until I started this business that, I guess I'm a natural born entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And I guess I realized doing this business that I was, because looking back, I was always willing to take a calculated risk and try something that was going to get me where I wanted to be.
Yeah. Feel you there, girl. I feel you there. So, what has surprised you the most since getting started, and something that you didn't expect but has made like a big difference to you in your life now?
What I really didn't expect were a couple of things. First of all, the personal development that came with the business. I'd never actually done any personal development before. Had no clue about it. Didn't You don't know what you don't know, right? So I
Yeah.
didn't know I needed it.
Yeah.
Holy moly, like totally that definitely took me out. And I was like, wow, this stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
And it was exactly what I needed. It was exactly what I needed. So that was awesome. Incredible that we get so much personal development with this business because it's what you need. Like
Yeah.
when you're wanting to change your life, hit goals, keep growing in a business, you need to do personal development. So that was amazing. And that's why they give it to us because they know that too. And the community was definitely wasn't looking for community. I just wanted to create income and stay at home with my horses, and that would have made me happy.
Yeah.
But it came with an amazing community, so supportive. Just people like myself that wanted more and they were willing to get out of their comfort zones, push themselves, learn, be open, and just being surrounded by people that are willing to do that for themselves as well. It really opens you up to having more ability to do that for yourself. So that was awesome. The mentors that came with that, I always wanted a mentor in so many of the things that I've done previously. And well, I couldn't afford to pay a mentor in anything. But now, like, we just get that with our business. We
Yeah.
have these amazing mentors that are just willing to, they put so much of their personal time into helping us, and that's incredible. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be where I am now if it weren't for my mentors and the community.
Yes, I love that too because I was the same and like you said about personal development and what have you, I didn't know who I was. Like I'd just been trying to
Yeah,
find me.
yeah.
And then when I came in and I started, I remember the first few times and I was like, oh, there's nothing, like I have nothing. What am I going to talk about? Like, as in nothing wrong with
Oh,
me. And
true.
then I
Yeah.
was like, next minute, here it is.
Yeah. So true. I
Um,
remember that feeling too. Like, what am I going to talk about? Like, who would be interested in anything I have to say? Like, there's
yeah,
nothing special about me. All those feelings come up. And I think that holds a lot of people back too. And the truth is, we all have a
yeah,
unique story, whether we realize it or not. The more you dive into yourself, the more you understand it. But yeah, it's amazing. And we all tend to hold ourselves back thinking everyone else is better than us. But when you understand more about yourself and where you want to go and the things you want to do, you have this story to tell that people need to hear.
yeah. 100%. And like just before we jumped on here, like just the conversations that we have, we don't really know each other. We've met a few times, but like the connection of the online world, just bringing like-minded people together, I truly love that because we all get to feed off each other and encourage and nurture each other. And yeah, it's such a beautiful
Yeah.
space. I love it.
It is. It's amazing. Like, I mean, soul-led conversations,
Yeah,
not just
yeah.
business. It's really amazing when you find people that are, really aligned with where you're going and what you're doing.
Yeah. And they talk about a lot like the five people that you hang around are your biggest
Yep.
influences. And, like coming from farming background, like we have
Mhm.
old school parents and, people around
Yep.
us that are work hard. And then when you come into this space when it's, different way of earning money online and that, like it's great to have the connections of other people
Yep.
that are the same as us that are breaking chains as well. I love that. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It's that support once again, isn't it? People that
Yeah.
are, like-minded and
Yeah. Because,
yeah, going through the same things as
yeah.
well.
And I think too, like, how many of us are going through stuff behind closed doors and you feel like you're
Mhm.
alone. And a lot of people,
Mhm.
like your five people around you, might not talk about these issues too. And then when I don't know, I just feel online we're all like you know, supporting each other and working. Yeah, I don't know, just all come attraction marketing at its finest, isn't it? So,
Exactly. And I just also feel like, it's that authenticity
yes,
that connects us
yeah,
because when you're really telling your story, it really, it just brings out that authenticity
yeah,
and being able to connect with people, like you say, like-minded people. It's pretty wonderful, actually.
yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
is. I've never been in a community like this ever,
Mm, no,
especially a
same.
workplace.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
so how do you feel this business has fit into your day-to-day life between family, farm, horses, work, and everything else?
Well, it actually fits in pretty perfectly because of the way we build this business, like you were saying before, using attraction marketing. We're and the authenticity I was talking about before, we are talking about our real lives. We are sharing our lives and we're sharing the vision that we have, where we want to go. And, when you're sharing where you're at now and where you want to go, the business gets to fit into all that. It's where you are at now, whether that's
Yeah.
working, where you are home, whether you're farming, your passions, just everything. It fits into all of it. Like for me, I'm a horsey woman. I love supporting um, other horsey women to come into this incredible business. Women that are looking for the same thing as me, that are looking to create more time and more income, more flexibility in their life. So I obviously am just sharing how that has fit into mine. And for me, that's when I was working, it was amazing because I could just do this in the time that I had. I didn't have, mind you, I didn't have much time available. And the beauty of sharing your life and the business not being a completely separate thing is you don't have to take time out of your life to share your business because
Yeah.
it is part of it,
It is your life.
Like for me, if
Yeah.
I was out riding my horse or working my horse, I could do a video while I was doing that and share that. If I, driving on my way to work when I was still working. Now I've left my job. I work exclusively with this online business and I share my day to day, taking my dogs for a walk to the creek, taking my horses for a walk,
Yeah.
uh, traveling with my family, doing all the things that I wanted to do, going on a global horseback adventure, all the things I've been allowed to do because of this business. So
Hmm.
not only does it fit into your lifestyle before you can leave your job or whatever it is that you're doing, it enhances the lifestyle you really want.
Yeah. Yeah. Love that. And I was just thinking when you were saying that, like, I've been like 3 years in the business, and Dad'd be like, "Get off your bloody phone," like because I'm literally like working as we're doing stuff, or he'll be like, "Can you pass me a shifter?" And I'm passing him a shifter, and then I'm quickly back doing stuff and what have you. And
Yep.
now it's quite funny because like if he's doing something and I'll quickly get a video or like what have you, and he's even now, oh, that'd make a good video if it's like the cows at the dam or something, and I'm like, it is funny how it's gone from get off your bloody phone to like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I love that.
it just fits, hey, like,
I love that. Yep. I mean, my parents still go, "Oh, she's on her bloody phone again." And I'm like, "Hey, I'm making money here."
yeah, 100%. I'm like, yep. The other day, on probably a month ago, we were up the back, and because we don't have much service on the farm, and an email come through that a lady had had her call and that, and I was like, oh, look, Dad, like, and I literally showed him, and I said, look, I'm literally making money like out of service, Dad. And he's like, I don't understand it. And I said, well, it's like when Chris sells a tractor, like it works in like that, Dad. I'm just doing my business and he's doing his. And he was like, oh, yeah, So, yeah.
Exactly. The business works for us while we're not working on the business.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, I was on holiday in the Bahamas with my family for 5 weeks and I was earning money from this
Yeah.
business. Now that it was
Yeah.
perfection, if you ask me.
Yes.
So that was amazing. I had money coming in while I was on a horseback trek with my daughter in New Zealand. That to me is ideal. That's what I wanted when I first
Yeah.
started this business. And yeah, it took me a few years to get to that, but I would never have gotten to that just doing my 9 to 5.
No.
And the time freedom to do it guilt free without
Yeah.
having to worry about being home, I wouldn't have got that either. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's the thing, like we cap we cap ourselves in a 9 to 5 wage. And
Mm.
like I think we almost look at people and we're like, when you're in a 9 to 5 and you think like, how is she doing it? It must be fake, it must be this, it must be that. Like, But the way the world is, everything's going online anyway. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why it's so,
Everyone orders stuff online.
I
Everyone orders
know.
stuff online. But the
Yeah,
funny thing is, as soon as they think about doing an online business themselves
yeah,
or um, talking to a person, a real person they know that's doing an online business, all of a sudden the walls come up and you're like,
yeah,
why?
yeah,
Why? Like you order from China, you order from
yeah,
Amazon, you order from, I mean, some people, hopefully you do, you order from home-based businesses as well that are, starting to build online.
yeah,
Why do people's walls come up so much? I mean,
yeah.
we're part of a global business that's been around 51 years.
I know.
So
Yeah,
it's really just finding out the information, and that's where people stop. Their fears stop them from actually finding out
yeah,
rather than just, hey, you're curious, you don't know how this is possible, ask the question.
yeah,
Because, ask Celia, she'll tell you.
yeah,
Happy to
exactly.
help.
And that's like, I'm just even like thinking to ourselves, like I'm sitting up in a hoodie. You're just like, we're literally just jumped on. There's
Got the
no
farm clothes on.
space. Yeah, farm clothes. I've got my farm clothes tucked underneath. But like we've
It's a bit warmer
literally,
here.
literally just showing up as ourselves. Like there's no face,
Mm,
there's no, that's yeah,
yeah.
that's what I love. It literally fits into our day. Like I'm looking at the clock going, okay, I've got to move cows at 2 o'clock, like I
Yeah.
just quickly jump on an interview with Kylie and it's yeah,
I know, and I would have loved to do the interview outside where I love being outside more,
yeah,
but I've got 5 dogs out there. They probably start barking halfway through the interview, so that
yeah.
wouldn't be fun.
They'll think
But
you've got
yeah,
visitors.
yeah, exactly. Where's that
Um,
voice?
so what would you, we've sort of touched on this, but what would you say to the woman who's watching, feeling the pull, but is still scared and holding herself back?
I'd say get more information because there is always be fear when you don't really know what everything entails. When you find out more about this business, you understand why we
Yeah.
do earn the money because the products are a high income product
Yeah.
and we earn up to 55% of that. So obviously that means we can make an amazing income a lot easier. So, for me to be able to, earn while I was in the Bahamas and I earned that money while I was on holiday. I made 2 months of my previous income in the one
Wow.
sale.
Yeah.
So, to be able to do that, it's because of the business model we chose.
Yeah.
So just get the information. If you're curious about how do you earn that money, find out how. All you have to do really, I mean, because we make it easy for everyone. We create webinars for people to watch.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because we always have people asking us about this business and we love time freedom. So we create webinars so we don't have to explain to every person for the next hour or whatever
Yeah.
you know, how to do this. So you can watch a webinar, you can find out the basic information. And if you've watched that, guess what? You've only touched on the information. You get to move to the next step.
Yeah.
And that's where Celia can help you as well.
Yeah.
So just find out more. You will never know unless you ask. And you know what the worst thing is? I can't imagine looking back now because I've been in this business for 6 years. If I had not done it and I look back now and I see where the women that, I was watching in this business, I see the growth they've had, the income they've been able to create, and the way they've been able to change their lives. And what obviously I know what I've done now for
Yeah.
myself too, but the regret of just not even asking or not finding out or not taking that brave step for myself and making that move, that regret would have been
I
really
know.
hard to swallow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't let yourself wallow in regret later on. Find out the information. It's probably going to be something pretty amazing
Yeah.
because that's why we're here talking about it.
And also on that note too, like I remember when I first saw it and um and doing what we call the discovery process and answering like questions, going deep on your dream and your vision and what have
Yeah.
you. And I remember like it was almost like I gave myself permission to dream because I feel like we push all of them down, as a mum, as a
Yeah.
farmer's daughter, as whatever, like they're you can't do that. You can't do that. It's never going to happen. You're never going to have the money. Like all of the excuses just hold us back. And yeah, like my dream is just to have money to create choice and to also
Yeah.
create opportunities and adventures and stuff. Like, I don't want the big fancy house, car, whatever. Mine is just about having choice and adventure.
Yeah.
And, like, and
Yeah.
I think about that and I'm like, if I hadn't have said yes to this, I wouldn't have ever known how it feels to dream, basically. Like,
That's so
yeah,
true. I
yeah.
remember when I answered those questions, and I honestly can tell you, no one ever asked me those questions
No,
before.
no,
No one asked me what would be what would be your ideal day? What's your vision for yourself?
yeah,
What is your dream? I had never been asked that by anyone.
yeah.
I know there's a lot of people like me that haven't. And like you, they to dare to dream,
Mm,
we don't do it. We stuff those dreams away and we put them in a cupboard because we just don't think they're going to happen,
yeah.
or we wish they're going to happen, and we just don't know a way of making them happen. So we give up on them, and that's where I was.
Yeah. Even one of the questions is something about what would your ideal monthly income or something. And I remember
Yeah,
putting like 3 grand or something. And now my ideal month is like 40 to 50. I was like
yeah.
50,000. Like you'd never ever expect to be putting that down as a dream month income,
No,
like
God,
in
no. I honestly had a really hard time answering the questions
yeah,
because I'd stuffed my dreams away for so long that I had to really think hard
yeah.
to know what they were. Like, I don't know, what do I dream about? Didn't know I had permission to do that, like you
No,
say.
yeah,
And yeah, my ideal income, exactly. It's in the five figures these days.
yeah.
Whereas I don't even know I don't even, I'll have to go back and look at my answers.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing that you can go back and do that too. Like you can go back a few years later and go, wow,
Mhm.
look how far I've come.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah,
Mm, it's
it is an
amazing.
amazing process. It's we're worthy of going through just for that.
Yeah.
And and that helps move you from being in that place. Like I say, when you stuff away your dreams, I think that's one of the things that makes it really hard for people to open up and ask the questions and even to make the step.
Yeah.
Our dreams have been put in a box and stuffed away for so long, we are so scared to bring them out
Yeah.
and let them see daylight in case we get disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what if you aren't?
Yeah.
What if you aren't disappointed? What if what if you made your wildest dreams come true?
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, we have a business model that actually has the capacity to do that.
Yeah.
But you have to be brave enough to pull those dreams out of the box and say, here you go. We can
Mm.
do this now.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Give me goosebumps.
Same. Yeah, I think too, like when you are so passionate about something, like you literally just want to scream
Mm,
it from the rooftops. But
yeah, yeah,
um, I know for myself, like, yeah, to be able to see a vision again and actually work towards that vision and see it coming to life as well. Like, and for my girls to follow that, like, it's pretty amazing. I'm so grateful to this business.
yes, true.
Yeah,
And that was a big thing for me too. My kids, even though my kids were adults, to be able to stop being the one telling them, get out of your box, go and do
yeah,
something, go and do it, follow your dreams, be what you want to be. Don't just settle.
yeah,
To stop saying that and actually do it myself to show them that.
yes,
That was huge.
Yeah.
That was huge.
I had to do an exercise at one of our personal development things, and they put like an arrow here, and you had to like hold it at the other end and walk into it. And I could not do it, and I had like a full like anxiety moment, and I'd never had an anxiety attack. And they're like, "What would you tell your kids?" And I was like, "I'd tell them to do it." And they're like, "Well, do it." And I said, "I can't do it." Like it was this huge thing. And
Yep.
it's interesting because I've always been the one to encourage people, and like I'm such a people person that I just want to help, and I'm always there to support others, but I couldn't back myself. I
Yeah.
couldn't make myself lean into that. And I knew it wasn't going to hurt me. 100 people had just done it, but I just
Yes.
couldn't step into it. And I feel like, we are breaking arrows, we're breaking chains, we're getting rid of that generational anything that's held us back, and we're stepping forward for
Yep.
ourselves and our family. And it's really empowering to take that step. And yeah,
It is. It really is. Even if they don't know it now, they know it later as
yeah,
they get older. Or
100%.
I mean, even as adult kids, sometimes they don't realize it, they don't understand it. But
Yeah,
later on, when they get to, they get to this age where they understand
yeah,
what it took to do that as well.
exactly. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time, Kylie, and thank you
You're welcome.
everyone for
It's been
jumping on
fun.
with us today. If you're catching this, just yeah, comment below, and we'd love to connect with you. And yeah, reach out to either of us if you feel like you'd like to know more. But yeah, thank you so much for your time. And yeah, thank
Anytime.
you.
It was, thanks for having me.
No worries.
See ya.
Okay. Thank you so much.